This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. I'm so excited to have this next guest. Now, of course, before we continue, I definitely need to use this opportunity to thank, of course, Mike Hamilton at Rogue Media Network, who's producing this episode. He's here shooting this episode. Thank you, Mike, for all you do for me in the show. After 4 years, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to all of you guys who continue to tune in every single week. You guys are super lit. You guys are making me all happy. I just look at the views and stuff like that. I can't believe the show's still relevant. You know what I mean? 4 years later, you know what I mean? It's a blessing. It's truly a blessing. So thank you all so much. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabañez with Alinea Real Estate. Listen, after all these years of sponsoring The Public Affair, he still remains the #1 sales agent at Alinea Real Estate because he's the GOAT. Because if you don't know how to buy a house, you don't know where to start or anything, he walks you through every single process step by step and makes sure that you are absolutely involved. He is the #1 realtor in town that I highly recommend working with when you guys are ready to look for a home. So make sure you guys follow him on Facebook at David with Alinea. Call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. Y si habla español también. It's my boy David. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I had this for lunch the other day. Armstrong's Bayou Cafe with Anika Armstrong. Oh my goodness, you guys. I had the Bayou seafood pasta. I threw it on the floor and I rolled around in it and then I ate it. It was so good. She's serving the most authentic Cajun cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more. Listen, my favorite's any pasta that she has. Any pasta that she has is just simply unrivaled. All of who? Okay, and the top recommended is any Southern fried catfish special that she has. All seafood platters that she has. The potatoes, they're just amazing. Make sure you guys go check them out at Union Hall, Union Grove, Armstrong's Bayou Cafe. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Manny Guerrero Blue Star RV Services. And Manny and his team are mobile RV techs who can fix all RVs. That's what I'm talking about. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, food trucks, and so much more. They would deal with the warranty company, so you guys don't have to deal with them. That is if you are under warranty. If you're not, you're going to give them that coin. But please believe it when you give them that coin that you're just going to get taken care of, okay? And your rig is going to be up and running. Blue Star RV Services leaves no crumbs. Thank you, Manny Guerrero, so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Chef's Pizza and Burgers with Jesse and Tanya Sotomayor, offering a wide variety of delicious lunch and dinner options. Oh my goodness, you guys. Their New York style pizza gets me every time. I love the New York style pizza, and I love getting it with a side of Mexican hot dogs. It's big back vibes, and I don't care. All right? So offer a wide variety of delicious beers, desserts, and so much more. Make sure you guys are following their Facebook for weekly lunch specials. Go check them out at 3125 Bell Mead Drive to Chef's Pizza and Burgers. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring. And of course, to Jeff Davis, the Texas Car Plug at University Mazda Kia. Listen, hit up to get all the best deals on brand new or pre-owned vehicles. That's right. Listen, if you got no credit, if a bitch got bad credit, if you have good credit, whatever your credit's like, he's going to make sure he gets you the best deal. All right. University Mazda Kia. You're going to be going in there happy and leaving happier after he's done servicing you and buying you a car pass. Make sure you guys call the number on the screen to Jeff Davis, the Texas Car Plug. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm super excited.
How long has it taken you to just like perfect?
So the ad reading was about 2 minutes. It's taken me years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was years on the radio to do that. And one breath, I just machine gun through it. Anyway, thank you. I know I was I like watching y'all's faces when I do that. Like off the corner of my eye, like you guys act like it's so amazing.
It is. I see
Is
it on
it?
the
You can't do
show.
that. You can't do that.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna
not
give
at
you the
all.
ads. I'll give you the ads, and you can just read them off like that. No, okay.
No.
We'll give them to your husband. We'll see if he could do it. And yeah, it's okay. And tell him if he can do it, you'll marry him twice. All right?
I married him twice.
Oh, you did marry him twice. Oh, let's get into that in a minute. All right, guys. As you guys can see, we wasted no time getting right into it. I'm super excited to have this next guest onto the show. She was super excited that I invited her on the show. She told me she was screaming and crying and laughing. I mean, not technically, but she said that she was super excited. She thought she was being invited to the Oprah Winfrey show until I told her it's at the Alico building and we're not flying her to Chicago. So I'm super excited. The mastermind behind A Moment of Bliss photography and a phenomenal photographer as well, because I've seen all her work and I'm so grateful that she's here. You guys, please help me welcome my very special guest, Miss Gabriella Turner, to The Public Affair. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's giving. Those purple streaks are giving, girl.
Thanks.
Yes. Who did those?
Janelle Perez.
Shout out to Janelle.
Yeah, shout out to Janelle. She's been doing my hair for like probably 14 years.
Yeah, really? Where do we find her?
At the Emerald Gypsy Salon, I believe.
Okay.
I believe
She
she
really-
moved recently.
She was
so,
drunk
like,
when she got the hair done, so she doesn't remember.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
It was one of those wild nights where it was the first time she married Dakota. And then they were like, right? And then she said, no, screw this. We're not doing this anymore. Thank you for coming on. You know what? I've been watching your work on social media for a very long time. And of
Thank
course,
you.
this episode would not be due justice if we didn't give a shout out to the most recent photos that I shared of yours that were highlighting my very good friends, Coach Maro Maldonado and Leslie Delgado. First of all, she was serving in that red.
She was.
Leslie
she
was serving.
Absolutely
Wasn't
was.
she? She was
Yes.
serving in that red, girl. But I wanted to pick the dress up from the dirt. I guess you know what I mean? Because I didn't want it to get dirty. But she always looked so beautiful, and you did such a good
I
job.
was telling her the whole time she was glowing. She was looking beautiful.
Yes,
yeah,
she's so.
It complimented her so well.
Oh, absolutely. I don't. Leslie has. I always have complimented her and the way she looks. I always thought she looked absolutely phenomenal. She always looks pretty all the time. She's always decked out. Face is always beat. And when I saw the pictures, I was just like, oh my god, of course she slayed in these. And you did such a good job doing those photos as well. When you do those photos, do you kind of get concepts from them? I mean, it was a pregnancy photo shoot, or do you just kind of say like, oh, I have this idea, let's do this?
Sometimes it's more so like, I guess like I just look at inspo.
Yeah.
And then from there. But every now and then I do get those that are like, can we do this? And they got like a whole Pinterest board for me. And I'm like, yes, that works.
That works. Okay, perfect.
But like as far as posing and everything, it's just more so things I've learned over the years.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah.
Was it easy to get them to pose? Or?
At first, no. I mean, so like I was telling him earlier that I've been doing this. Technically, I bought my first camera in like 2013. 14.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so sis is seasoned.
Yeah.
She said, don't come at her with no iPhones and Androids.
No,
okay.
please,
Yes.
no.
Sis, yes.
No.
we'll get into Android galaxies in a minute. Okay.
But yeah, no, I've been doing this for like a long time.
Yeah.
Thankful to God, I've been doing it for
Absolutely.
a long time. But like it took me a long time to really decide, do I want to do this like for real?
Sure,
like,
sure.
It's always scary.
Okay.
And then in 2020, well, backtrack. 2017, I took a hiatus.
Yes.
And then 2020, my brother graduated. My youngest brother graduated, and he was like, "Can you take my senior photos?"
And then they came out smacked. And
then Christmas that 2020, I was like, "Screw it. We're in the middle of a pandemic, but I'll take
Oh
people
yeah,
anyway."
I started the show in the middle of the pandemic. When the pandemic started, right? It was like July. It was June, July, something like that. It was like when the pandemic was fresh, and that's when we all became entrepreneurs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. We all became business owners, and it's worked out for some.
Yeah,
thank
for
God.
some. Yeah,
thank God.
Yeah.
Some, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
We don't need you rapping anymore. We can go back to. Okay, I needed number 2. So anyway, listen, Gabby, thank you again for being here. Now, before we go on with the career and your multiple marriages to your husband, which shout out to Dakota. Dakota is here, and Dakota, thank you so much. He said that they watch the show at home on the couch sometimes. And have you guys done anything out after the show? Like, did it ever inspire you? Because sometimes those older episodes were pretty slutty. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, did you guys learn things like?
Well, like I watched like Jessica and Joey's episode.
Aren't they great?
They are.
Yeah,
I love them. That's my favorite couple to.
Did you do their boudoir photo shoot?
I sure did.
Oh my God, Joey.
I'll boast on that
let me
one.
tell you something. Hold on, guys. I know we got to get into it, but Jesus Christ, Joey's a snack, and I don't think he knows it. And no shit, Jessica, I love them. They were on the show. I do, and I will never slide in his DMs. But that boudoir photo shoot, bitch. I said, oh my, Joey.
Yeah.
Joey,
he was
Joey.
like, I was taking some of her, and he was like, I gotta remember Gabby's in the room. I was like,
yes.
Yeah.
Was he trying to? He was trying to get into business with Jessica
no.
in the middle of the shoot.
No, but it was so, I don't know. It was fun watching them. Like I've always enjoyed watching them together and behind the camera and everything. But that one was just so different. It was definitely
I got
level.
you.
Like
but
capturing their raw emotions with
sure, you could feel the passion for each other.
Yes.
You could see it in the photos too. And I don't know, Joey, did you buy those underwears for him?
No.
He bought those?
Yes.
Okay. No, I don't know if you guys provide the wardrobe or no. Okay, so he went and got those.
Yes.
Anyway, it was right, Dakota. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he looked scrumptious. I'll take a ride with you.
Yeah, he was serving on his own.
Oh, yes, he was. I'll fucking go rollerblading with that any day. Okay, so anyway, Jessica. Oh my God,
Yes,
Gabby, Jess, I love you, girl. No, I'm not girl. Okay. Anyway, Gabby, it's about you. So, Gabby, can you just introduce yourself to us and maybe just talk to us a little bit about your life growing up and who you are, please?
Okay. Well, my name's Gabby. Born and raised in Waco. 7 south side of Waco, I guess.
Oh, okay. How does that happen all the time?
I know. Yeah, go figure.
Yes.
University, all that.
Sure,
Yes.
sure. Did you have any hardships growing up on South Waco? I mean, because we're relatively the same
we were
age.
in Beverly Hills, like in the Beverly Hills area. So like, no, like it was just quiet.
Do you get mad when people don't differentiate Beverly Hills and South Waco and all the same thing?
No, I don't really care.
No,
Like,
you
it doesn't
don't
bother me. But people like automatically assume that I'm like deep in the South, and I'm like,
Sure.
no, honey, I was in Beverly Hills. Like, I really didn't have it that bad. Like,
Okay, gotcha.
I wasn't like
That's the other
struggling,
side of
but
the
I
train
wasn't
tracks.
like, yeah.
That's by Katie's Custard. They're good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We're good over there, I swear.
Pre-stripes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Like,
Yeah, okay.
I was pretty blessed growing up. My
Sure.
parents were, together and things
Uh-huh.
like that. My mom did pass away in 2017.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
She was sick,
Mhm.
but that was probably like my biggest.
The biggest.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. But the family dynamic growing up in the meantime was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I had
Yeah.
2 brothers growing up. I'm the oldest of us 3.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in a church-based home.
Oh,
things like
good.
that, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Did you carry the church based thing? Because now do I have to watch my mouth?
No, you're
Dakota,
you're good. You're
Dakota
good.
thinks I'm funny. Yeah, so
I
yeah.
think you're funny. I think you're
thank you.
hilarious.
Okay.
No, I'll laugh at it. I
Yeah,
will
I
laugh
got
at
you.
it.
You know, having such good circumstances versus a lot of the people. I'd say we relatively are the same. I'm not trying to throw your age out there, girl, but I did my homework on you, and so I did. I got to do my homework. There's a job to this shit. All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, do you think that it was easy for you to fit in, regardless of the dire circumstances that maybe some of your peers had went through? You know what I mean? Growing up on that side of town?
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
I didn't really like. I kept to myself a lot too.
Okay, got you.
So like, I guess.
So it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, it didn't make a
Got you.
difference to me.
All right, so let's get right into the career beginnings then, right? Okay, so you're a
Yes.
photographer, and you said you've been doing it since 2013.
13, I bought my first camera.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So you graduated from high school in about 2011,
Uh-uh.
2010,
Uh-uh.
9,
Uh-uh.
12?
No.
When did you graduate high school?
13.
So you graduated. Okay, you graduated in 2013. I'm not trying to put ages on you, girl.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. So why photography? Like, what made you get into that?
So like when I was in 5th grade, I
Mhm.
said I wanted to be an artist because of
Yes.
course my parents growing up were like, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer. My dad was like, you want to do stuff that makes money.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like,
Shout out to my
yeah.
last guest. She said her parents put her through the same thing. They were putting her through nursing school. Now she does balloons.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
No, my dad, of course, when you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah. I mean, everyone
Sure.
wants to be firefighters or
Absolutely.
whatever.
Mhm.
And of course, my thing was I want to be a pediatrician, and I said that until 5th grade, and then all of a sudden I was like, I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
I think I want to be an artist, and
Got
everyone
you.
would be like, an artist.
Right.
What do you want to do that for? What
Right.
do you want to do? You want to paint? And I was like, no, I don't think so.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
at first it was kind of like, yeah, maybe, but then by like 7th grade, I was like, I like photography. Because I was like on, of course, MySpace, Tumblr.
Sure. Yeah. Was
things like
Dakota in
that.
your top 8?
No, I didn't even know Dakota back then.
Oh, you did.
We've got like a 4-year difference on us.
I
so
like that
no.
you are your husband's a little pound cake. I do like that. You know what I mean? It's giving different. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
he looks like he just can't wait to go home and get back on the game, and you dragged him over here.
Yeah, he just go home. He'll just go to sleep.
Yeah, he just wants to go to sleep. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, he's a hardworking man.
Got you. Okay. So anyway.
But yeah,
Mhm.
7th grade, I decided, I want to do photography.
Start doing pictures. Okay.
Because I liked the aesthetic, I guess, at the time, even though I didn't know the
Sure.
word of that.
Right.
But I liked the aesthetics of what I saw online and things like that.
Got you.
So kept up with that, and then by high school, I really didn't take any classes or anything.
Right.
I didn't know what to do.
Sure.
Senior year, I took like a photography class or whatever.
Right.
And then after that, I got my first little job, graduated, bought my first camera, 2014. So all my friends were like in the classes below me.
Okay.
So by 2014, I was like, hey, y'all want to let me take some pictures of
guinea
you guys?
pigs? Yes.
Yeah, let me take your senior photos. And I've been taking senior photos pretty much almost ever since.
Wow,
Yeah.
really? Okay, so every year you're getting booked and busy.
Pretty much.
Wow,
Like I
okay.
said, in 2017, I took a little hiatus
Sure,
with
sure.
my mom and everything. So 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say 2019 is when I took one of my cousin's photos.
Right.
And then 2020 was my brother, and that's what kickstarted it back.
You got back in. Okay.
Mhm.
So, but you were just working regular jobs, right? Because you were in
Mhm.
retail.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
doing. So I was at I was at that office job when I
Yeah.
first graduated.
Don't name them because they didn't pay for the ads.
No,
Yeah.
no, and screw them anyway.
Oh shit! She said not EMSI.
Yeah, not EMSI. No, screw EMSI.
We all worked at EMSI for at least 6 months.
Literally.
We thought we were the shit with it, right? We thought we were the shit with our little cubicles out of high school working at EMSI.
Literally.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't even like that. You know that.
No, okay, I can't do another call center. Not GC services.
No.
Anyway, no. Okay, but so you were doing the research. So at what point, what was the turning point for you to be like, you know what, I'm done working these little jobs. I'm gonna take pictures.
So like I'm still at HEB actually.
Okay, no, but shout out to HEB.
Yeah, we love HEB.
Listen, I have a regular day. I just got here from work, bitch. Like I'm sweaty. I told them don't
They've
fuck with me.
taken
Yeah.
such good care of me. Like
That's
while
good.
I've been there. And
Yeah,
I
that
love
is
it.
good.
They've been so good to me, especially when like this really did start kicking off.
Yeah.
I would take like months or two off.
Do you know that
do
HEB
this.
did not hire me like 4 years ago?
I believe it.
I don't. They did not. I wanted to be the person in the back with the boxes, stocking, and they said
They can hire you for stocking.
they did not hire me for stocking. Can you fucking?
hire
Do
everybody
you know what
for
he
that?
fucking told me when he called me? I forgot his name. He said, "You know why I turned that? The interview was perfect." But you don't belong back here. You need to go work up front. You need to go be the customers. I was like, I don't want to work with those bitches. I wanted to be minding my business, stocking boxes with the hot guys. And you took that from me because of my personality. Okay, but I did go into that interview with my fucking stingrays and looking all decked out like fucking Prince. Yeah, so my bad, girl. But anyway, okay. So, but you still are working a regular job. But at what point were you full force? I mean, would you say that 2013 was when you were just like, okay, like I'm really fucking with this?
Yeah, by 2014, whenever I started taking all my friends and everything, I was like, yeah, no, I like this a lot. And then my brother graduated in 16.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Sure.
15. Yeah, 2015.
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And
Dakota said that was our first marriage, remember?
So yeah, 15.
Yeah.
And then by that point I was like, yeah, no, I'm really liking this.
Was there a person that inspired you to do so? Because, you know, and it's kind of giving me flashbacks to my last guest, Alexis, when, you know, how do you tell your parents, listen, I don't want to be the doctor, I don't want to be the lawyer or, you know, the anesthesiologist. I'm trying to take pictures. You know what I mean? So were there people that were inspiring you to keep going, or did you have any support for that matter?
My mom absolutely was my biggest
Oh,
support.
good. Okay.
She knew from the jump that I wanted to do it. Like when I bought my camera, she was like, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like, I believe in you. Like, I have faith.
Good. Yeah.
God's going to provide for you.
Oof.
Yeah. She gave me all of that.
Yes.
My dad, like, he kind of just like looked at me like, and I was like, no, Dad, for real. And it was him and my grandpa, his wife at the time. She was the main one that made my mom like mama bear mode, like, no, no, my daughter is going to be successful at whatever she wants.
Yeah, totally.
And I remember that conversation because she was like, you can't make money doing photography.
You absolutely
and I was
can.
Like, you absolutely can.
Okay, the photographers these days be taxing, which as you should, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean,
we'll get into prices in a minute too, because I know. I did. Look, you look like you itching to talk about some prices.
No,
and being lowballed. Yes, you are. Okay, I bet you get DMs all the time. Like, damn.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Doesn't that annoy you being undervalued though? Doesn't it?
All the time.
Like, it's like taking your profession or what you do for granted. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people, like, they don't realize like what goes into it. They don't realize like I'm paying for all these softwares too on top of that. So I'm like,
I know, I'm trying to find the free shit too, bitch. Like, I'm not trying to pay for I'm not trying to pay for no software. Okay.
So they don't see all that, and I'm just like, I can't do this for this. Like,
yeah, totally.
You know,
right?
My time too.
No, I got you, girl. Okay. Well, listen, you know what? I definitely want to get more into the photography. I definitely want to learn more about your business. You know, I kind of want to dive in just a little bit into your personal life too, because I want to know who Gabby is. All right. Now we're gonna take a quick break. Now, when we get back, guys, we're gonna have more with my very, very special guest. Gabby Turner is here with her pound cake husband as moral support. We're gonna learn more about her career and more about her. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Oh, and y'all who be trying to lowball her prices. We'll be right back. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode of The Public Affair with my very special guest, Miss Gabby. I keep wanting to call you Gabby Turner Lopez. It's Gabby Turner on The Public Affair. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity. I just got to give a shout. Just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Julian and Anabanda Bandas hauling services, right? They run dump trailers. You fill it up, they're going to haul it away. They also do junk removal. They do tree brush removals. They haul cars in and out of town. They also offer roll-off dumpster services as well. Perfect for those big, giant parties where you guys leaving trash all over the damn floor. They're so tired of it. Just call Bandas Hauling Service and let them get you taken care of. This is a number that you guys already need to be having in your phone because they would literally pull you out of sticky situations, pun intended. It's Bandas Hauling Service. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Jeffrey Montreal with Pollo Box and Audio Home for all your LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and so much more. He gives me the bass in my car. So when you guys hear Cheetah Girls over there in the South Terrace, that's me basing in South Terrace. Okay, that's me. That is me because of Pollo Box and Audio. He's your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. Make sure you guys are hitting him up for all your car mods, including tint. I get so aggravated when I see a car with no tint. I don't know why. I don't know why that aggravates me. It does. But anyway, Oil Box and Audio is going to get you coverage every morning out. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. Of course, to Chefito's Kitchen with Al Gutierrez and Adriana Gutierrez. Oh my goodness, you guys. They are serving the most best Latin cuisine, including some of the best foods that I have grown up with, including arroz con gandules. They got Cuban sandwiches. They got plátano maduro and so much more. You guys have got to go check them out at Union Grove. Make sure you're following their social media at Chefito's Kitchen and learn about their daily lunch specials because you guys, it's so good. And if you guys need some catering as well, they got you. Make sure you guys hit them up. You can also order online at DoorDash, Grubhub, and so much more. Chefito's Kitchen, thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, the Soco Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez. They're offering the best in childcare with elite skills training as well with professionals like George DeLeon. Listen, if you guys need something for the kids to do after school, when school's out, whatever, I'm telling you guys right now, Soco Soccer Academy and Soco Childcare is the place to be looking into. They are superior in childcare services and offer a plethora of things to keep your kids active and social. I recommend it to absolutely everybody. I also want to give a huge shout out to the Soco Soccer teams, Coach Mauro Maldonado, Coach Megan, Coach Jeff. Thank you guys for allowing me to sponsor your teams and support any way that I can. Those kids are phenomenal. Those coaches are phenomenal. And bro, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the whole Soco Soccer establishment. So big shout out to you guys. And thank you so much for all the support of The Public Affair. All right, guys, I've got my very special guest, a moment of bliss photography. Ms. Gabby Turner is in the building. Where'd you get that name?
What, Gabby Turner?
No, girl.
Like,
a moment of bliss. A moment of bliss.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was looking for like something because I feel like everyone just kind of goes by their name, and I really didn't want to do that.
Like photos with Gabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no, no.
Yeah.
But I felt like because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I like providing the services, of course.
Sure.
And I'm real passionate about it. So I feel like everyone deserves to have that moment. Whether
there you go. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Whether it isn't of bliss or not, and they just want to serve.
Absolutely.
Even,
yes.
Everyone deserves that moment.
Yes, I did.
So.
You know, I need a new cover photo of the show. It's going on. It's 4 years already. It's going on 5.
But your last ones are so good.
They are. I don't know how I'm gonna. Okay, so Lindsay Washman did my first one,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think she's no longer doing photos now. She's doing something else. And then Kenneth Coleman did my second one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm gonna top the tuxedo in the seat.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I gotta come up with something, but we'll come up with something, girl.
Okay.
Okay. Now you know what? I gave shout out to the husband, Dakota.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's Dakota. It's not Dakota.
It's Dakota.
It is Dakota. Oh, it is Dakota.
Dakota.
Okay. I was gonna call him pound cake. No, it's Dakota. You know, like an angel cake that you buy from the store. Like, it's all soft and white. And so,
Yes.
can you talk about meeting Dakota? You mentioned, share what you want, but you mentioned 2 marriages to Dakota. I need to know this. Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
No.
Oh, okay. You did one in Vegas and one in Mexico, like my best friend did.
Literally one in Vegas and one here.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Sidebar: the Mexican weddings be long as fuck.
They're long.
They are so long. Oh my God!
Yes.
At the church part, when I went to my best friend's wedding in Mexico, I was like, "Is this shit over?" Like 3 hours in that church, I thought I was gonna burn, and the party was lit. Don't get me wrong.
The parties are always
the parties
the best
are always lit, but the
church part.
Oh my God! They get the big. Excuse me. They get the big rosary to put around you, and they have to do every single one that's on there. Oh man, and then there's no AC. I was like, oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. Feet were killing me. But anyway, okay, yeah. So 2 marriages to the husband.
Yes. We met when I was a senior and he was a freshman. But
That's
like, we
age
weren't-
appropriate.
Yeah, we weren't like talking or anything.
Sure.
I actually hated him at first.
Did you really?
Yes.
Was he annoying to you?
He was just a butthead.
Oh,
He was a real
Was he
jerk.
that guy that was picking on you and stuff?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
he's just yeah.
He's just
He'll
an
say
ass.
it. He'll
Okay.
say it for me. He was,
There you
yeah.
go. Okay.
But yeah, he was a taste. He
Yeah.
was a certain taste.
Was it good at least?
No.
Oh, okay.
But we reconnected.
Mhm.
What year was that? Like 18.
Sure, sure.
Because
Okay.
he moved, and when he came back, we reconnected for whatever reason.
Did you look at him different? Like, hey, baby.
Mm-mm. No, I
No?
still was
Oh,
just
you
like,
thought you
no,
thought he was an asshole?
Yeah, he was still the same case. I was like, oh, this guy's still a jerk.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't do
gotcha.
this. But like somehow he
He reeled you
yeah,
in.
reeled
Yes.
me in.
It's the beard.
Yes,
It's the
I
beard,
think
girl.
So. I think so.
Mhm.
The beard works.
Hello.
But yeah.
So did you guys elope in Vegas? Did you go to Vegas one day and you were like, okay, we're getting married?
So we were already going to Vegas for his birthday.
Mm.
That was in 2021,
Okay.
and he kind of just threw the idea at me because we had already gotten. Well, no, we weren't engaged yet. We were talking about it.
Oh, okay.
We were kind of discussing like, do we want to do this?
Sure,
And he was
okay.
bringing it up to me because, of course, I was always bringing it up because I'm big on marriage.
Okay, you wanted to be
Yeah.
married. Yeah, got you.
And
So he hit you with the double whammy, girl. Yeah.
Because we brought up Vegas, and then he brought up, why don't we just get married in Vegas? And I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool, but like I
Uh-huh.
want my wedding.
But we need to have a wedding, like a
Mhm.
real wedding. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. And then,
And we just decided. He was like, well, yeah, we could do it, and
mhm.
that's pretty much what we did. He proposed to me like the month before I think we went, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
it was
okay,
in
but
March.
we're going to Vegas next
Yeah.
month. Yeah, okay. And then we can do
Yeah,
this.
it was on my dad's birthday.
Gotcha. Oh,
And,
wow.
Yeah, he did it, and then I went to my dad, and I was like, Dad, look, I got a
You
ring.
got married? Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, he for real did it.
Yeah,
Because
good
he
for
had
you.
already approached my dad about it.
Yeah, well, he
and-
wanted a woman that can cook with seasoning. So, yeah, okay. He wasn't playing no games. Yeah.
No, he wasn't. But yeah.
That's so
and,
great.
April of 2021, we
Uh-huh.
went to Vegas, and we got married out there. We had 2 of our friends with us.
Sure.
So that's what we did. And then the October
Mhm.
of 2021, we
Oh,
did
okay.
a wedding here
And so you
because I
did your
was like,
wedding.
I want to do a church wedding.
Gotcha.
Like, I want to
The
keep
big
it traditional.
deal. Yeah, for sure. And it
So that's
wasn't
what we
with the
did.
big rosary and stuff like that?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, okay. All right. So let's get back into the photography. I want to talk about boudoir photo shoots.
Okay.
What are your opinions on? Was that your first photo shoot that you did that was like that, or?
As far as a couple, yeah.
Okay, with couples, yeah.
Um,
Because I've never really seen it with couples. I've seen it with women. I've seen women
Yes,
do it, and
always with
they'll be in
women.
like their bra and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to them. I think they're beautiful. I think they're very empowering.
Mhm.
Even when I'm like helping model them,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I could do this.
Okay,
But then
yeah.
I go back home and I'm like, no, I can't.
Then you
do
don't
it.
want to?
No.
You're not trying to do a boudoir photo shoot with Dakota?
No.
Or you guys
With?
do
No.
your own boudoir photo shoots at the house? Yeah.
But yeah, no. As far as like the couples though, like I loved it.
Okay, got you.
I would do it again.
So that was your first couples one.
Mhm, and
Okay.
I would do it again.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I don't know that I would be able to do a couple's photo. Like if I was a photographer
Mhm.
and Joey walks in the room the way he looked and then keep it professional. There's just absolutely no way. I barely get through it with doing with this show. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Without sliding in DMs. You know? So how do I think some people might argue not a lot, I'm sure, but some people might argue that they might be too racy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And like, oh, they might be inappropriate and stuff like that. And then
Yeah,
I wanted to get your
I feel like there's like such a borderline
right.
of that.
Well, I wonder at what point, because I think theirs was very tasteful. I thought it was
Yes.
beautiful. You know what I mean? And then I don't think I've ever seen one that was just like completely inappropriate, like intercourse wise and stuff like that.
No,
Yeah. But
no.
what would be crossing the line for you?
Probably straight up trying to
Yeah,
go
just
ahead.
trying to. Okay.
Yeah.
I've read that in an article before that somebody did that once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I've
was-
seen it. Like I've seen like photographers talk about it.
Oh, what?
And
Oh,
where they-
oh, he thought you.
No.
He's like,
no.
you didn't talk to me about that.
No.
You-
I've seen,
You
like,
said you weren't revealing
photographers-
anything on the show.
I know. Sorry.
It's okay.
I've seen photographers talk about it. Like
Sure,
I've seen
sure.
them make those little videos, like those little TikToks
Okay,
for
got
story
you.
time and
Yeah.
whatnot. And I've seen one say that like she had a couple, and then
Mhm.
all of a sudden they were just like it was like she was filming a pornography at that point.
Sure, but you're not
And-
doing.
mm-mm,
Okay,
no,
got you.
no.
Yeah. What about if that coin is speaking though? Like, no,
Mm-mm.
still not doing that.
No, still can't do it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I could just do a photo shoot that's like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need anybody seeing my man ram me. Like that's just
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
very disgusting.
dis-
And
it's
yeah, it's gross
distasteful.
and it's distasteful. It is
Yeah.
distasteful. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how people get stuck. I understand how people get stuck in that situation
Mhm.
because like it's very almost like blurred lines with
Sure,
clients
sure.
sometimes. and apparently that's what happened in that video. I saw that it was just almost like blurred lines.
Oh wow!
And
yeah,
the client was like, "I thought we could do this," and they were like,
no,
"No,
girl, what you talking
Why?
about? Why? Like, why would you?
Yeah,
Yeah. So when you did the boudoir photo shoot for the Gonzalez, was it just her in the beginning, and then we incorporated Joey, or?
I think she approached me with both of them. If I'm
Yeah.
remembering correctly, she approached me with both of them because it was
Because he has his own photo too, though.
Yeah, yes, he does. He's
Girl,
got a good chunk in there.
I don't know how you didn't. I would have
'Cause I'm
ravaged.
married.
No, I mean that's great too. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like you keep it strictly professional, which I appreciate about that. You know what I mean? Because there's no way I could be that close up to somebody like
my
that.
friends were asking me to. My friends were asking me like, how are you able to just like stay professional with that?
Exactly.
It's just the job to me.
It's the job.
It's
Okay,
the
got
job,
you.
and I mean, I like the passion with it.
Yeah.
I love what I do.
So Dakota he wasn't mad that you got all close and personal with Joey like that?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you came home with the check, then we good with the coins.
then we're
Okay.
good.
Yes.
That's all he cares about.
I don't give a damn if you in between his legs. As long as you got the money, you good. Do you have any client horror stories? Have you ever worked with people? No name. You don't have to name no names.
Yeah.
But have you ever worked with people? You're like, oh my god, this bitch. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Like in a bad way or like?
Well, maybe that. Sure, in a bad way.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Tell
like,
us.
this is gonna. Like I got a couple that they just approached me and they got like their ideas are out here.
Okay.
And the budget's in here.
Oh.
And
okay.
Or their attitude is in here.
Oh, really?
Too, and they don't want to work around like what we can do because I'm not Superwoman either.
No, for sure. Yeah.
And I just
has it ever gotten to the point where it almost got like gamey, like almost crossing the line of like, oh, we're about to fucking square off, bitch. Like we don't need to be arguing back and forth. This is you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And thank God it hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's more so like how do I say this? I hate whenever they get to the point where they get really picky on like it's like, why didn't you look at my work prior?
Okay, gotcha.
And then they're just like, well, I don't really like this, or can you make me skinnier? And I'm like,
oh
no.
hell, girl.
No.
Oh god, if you don't hit that gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's coming from me because I mean I'm the same way. Like I see my insecurities when I'm in front of the camera.
Sure.
And I'm like, dang, I probably should get in the gym, but of course I'm not gonna blame my photographer.
Well,
for
no,
that.
but were you ever in the middle of because I'm sure they can be a little bit like bridezilla-y, for lack of a better term.
One, yes.
Yeah, like beforehand while you're doing it. Well, has it ever been during the shoot where you just like, look, we need to stop? Like, I had
a big wedding.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, and the bridesmaids actually were like kind of getting with me because the bride was like kind of talking down on herself and everything. And
okay.
as a photographer, you hype them up.
Sure, yeah.
Girl, it's your wedding day.
Girl,
And I straight up told her, it's your wedding day. You can't say you look ugly.
Right.
She looked gorgeous.
Sure.
And here comes the bridesmaids. It's her wedding day. She can say whatever she wants.
Excuse me. Bye.
I was like, y'all are her best friends. Why are y'all sitting here?
So wait, so they said that to you, and what did you do?
I looked at him just straight up, and I
So you had to keep. I would have been like, okay, first of all, who are y'all? You're the y'all are the bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, why are y'all being like?
Yes. Does that make your job hard? Like, did you guys ever follow up on a conversation with something like that? Like, how do you handle that type of conflict?
I don't know because I'm not confrontational.
Sure.
So like if something does happen, like because of course I get like those family members too that are in the middle of the photo shoot that are like, oh, we want this or we want that. Okay, Heather, we'll sit down for a second. Let me get this first.
That's annoying.
Yeah. And I do have to like raise my voice every now and then, especially with those big family sessions. And that's when I kind of get like a little antsy. And I'm like, no, I hate doing this, but I have to be stern. And
but at the end of the day, there's a transaction that needs to process.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a job that needs to be done, and everybody putting their 2 cents in, acting like they know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
Like you just need to be quiet, Heather.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me do what I need to do.
And Betsy. All right. Then
yes.
with your no lips having that bitch. Sit
Literally.
down. Relax. Okay?
Yeah. Because it's always that one. There's always that one in the big old family groups that are like, well, we really wanted this or we really wanted that. That's fine. I literally have all this right here for
You're
y'all.
saying wanted. So are they looking at the photos after you're done editing, or
no?
Or
Like
is it like
even
during
just in the middle? Of it,
okay, got you.
Like during the session, they'll be like, "Well, we really wanted this." I'm like, "Well, if you give me like 5 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
I have a list of like prompts and poses,
sure,
like, in my head or even just like on my phone,
written down." Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll walk into shoot sometimes with like screenshots of like poses that I want.
Got you.
Sometimes words are hard, and
Yeah,
sometimes I'm like, no, let me show you rather than tell
Exactly.
you.
Exactly.
So that's how I tend to work most of the time. I've gotten better. And the last couple of clients I've had, they've been like telling me like, oh, you're really good with like direction.
Oh,
like
that's
you're
good.
telling me like
Yeah.
what I need to do. You made this so easy, and
Sure.
that makes me feel good.
That, yeah, for sure. Well, you know what you're doing though. I mean, you've been doing it since 2013.
Yeah,
It's been
no.
damn over a decade,
It's
right?
been over a decade
Yeah.
now.
Tell them to sit down. I can't stand when somebody comes in and tries to tell you how to do your job.
Yeah.
I've only had that happen once here.
Oh God.
And I was like, go sit somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. And that's literally all I want to say is, can you just go over there for a
and
second?
what are we talking about? And this and that. I was like, so
Yeah.
you're the driver. Anyway. So, yeah, okay. So, but for the most part, though, you're not really having to deal with a lot of conflict. I mean,
Not too much, no.
Yeah.
It's genuinely only a handful of times.
Do you get a lot of pictures sent back? Okay, you know what I thought? Okay, here's the thing. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I know photo shoots are necessary, right? Like, I need to have a cover photo. I hate photo shoots. I think they're annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, I'm an impatient person. I hate dressing for them. I hate prepping for them and this and that. And I remember Kenneth, when he was sending me the photo that we use now for the show, he sent it back like 10 times. And I was like, it looks the fucking same to me. Like every single thing looks the same. And he's like, no, because in the last one there was a blob in the top right. And so I just need to get that. Do you do that? Or do you think you get more people sending you the photos back? Like, hey, can you do this and that and third?
I actually, so thank God, I don't get too many people who send it back.
Yeah.
They only send it back if they don't like the editing, but they didn't look at my work prior. Or
Okay,
they're like,
gotcha.
I just skimmed through, and I'm like, don't do that.
I always feel like, and I don't mean to generalize your work, I don't, but it seems like a lot of the work that, and I say this respectfully because I think it's gorgeous, your tones, and if I say this wrong, you have to correct me because I don't want to be mispromoting you. But even when I look at like Morrow and Leslie's, and then the other one, like I like the color tone. It's almost like it's kind of dark-ish, but it's not dark. It's like warm. I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's giving like Twilight, but like modern Twilight. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, I can't explain.
Like
I
my
don't
style
want to.
almost.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like an idiot.
No,
but
you're good.
I like how their photo looks. Like
the editing and everything.
Yeah, like the filter. I guess that's not the word that y'all use, right? Yeah. She said bitches ain't Instagram. Yeah, but the filter. I like the filter. You know,
Yeah, and I like to keep it. So I've noticed. I like vibrance. I like true to color, kind of almost.
Sure.
But I like my vibrancy.
Okay, got you.
I'm very big on that.
Maybe that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I like that about your photos.
My color grading, I guess, is what you could say that it is. Because I don't really care for the whole film aesthetic. I do. I love it. Like the Twilighty vibe, like Jessica's and them.
Right.
But most of the time I do like how Leslie's is more natural and things.
Yeah,
like
I feel like that's what I'm looking for then. Like the way I've seen theirs, but then I see like another set of photos that you did that kind of looks similar. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously not slaying like she is, but you know, like the I don't know the word. I wish I knew the word. Like the vibrancy, I guess. You know, it looks natural, but you could tell you did some work on it, and I just like the way that they look.
Because if you look at the raws on my photos.
Yeah. you know what it is, because it's like soft on the eyes too, you know what I mean, and it's like it's almost seductive, but you know, like I mean Joey's for sure seductive, but you know, so I guess you know what I'm talking about. I don't want you guys watching and you're like, what the fuck are y'all talking about, like, you know, because you don't call them filters. What do you call them again? Kenneth told me and I forgot.
Like color grading.
Okay, good.
That's how I do it. That's what I would call it.
Okay, got you.
I mean, that's more for like, I guess it's more for video, but I think it goes into photography too. I think it plays into that.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. You did such a good job at that. I feel like that's what, when I see a photo that looks like that, I just know that it came from you, for sure.
Thank you. Because that's that's probably like one of my biggest goals, is that I want to have something where someone looks at it and they're like, they won't mistake me for something else.
I knew that was a moment of bliss, for sure. Yeah, that wasn't what's name, like. Do you get mad at those people that call themselves photographers, but then they pull up with the iPhone and the Android, and they just use the Instagram filters? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Go.
No, because I don't like to throw shade.
I'll do it. Y'all are not photographers. A moment of bliss is a photography business. Okay. She's a business that specializes in photography with her $1,000 camera. She said more. She said more. You know
please.
What I mean? And don't get me wrong. Now our cameras on our phone, they take nice pictures.
They do.
But
they do
listen, when I'm pulling up to a photo shoot, I need where's your Canon?
Literally.
Okay.
We're just
Yeah.
Sony because that's what I
Yeah.
use.
Excuse me.
Sorry, we're Team
Okay.
Sony. We were Team Canon. We
Got you.
actually were a Nikon at the
Okay.
very
I don't know the
beginning.
brands, but I was just throwing it out
Yeah,
there.
no.
Is there a particular photo shoot that you like doing more than the other?
Grads?
You like doing grads?
I love grads.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I started with, and
Mhm.
I love it.
I like your grads, but I like your because you've done a lot of pregnancy
I've
ones.
been getting them, yeah.
Yeah, I like your pregnancy ones.
Thanks. I want to start building more into that because I want to start building a client closet.
Sure.
That's what I got Leslie to do for me.
Oh, okay.
She kind of worked it. I started a little deal, so you buy the dress, I get to keep the dress, but you get to like get a discount on your session.
Oh, bet.
Basically,
Oh.
that's like the short term way to say
Okay,
it.
got you.
So
yeah.
that's basically what she did with me. And,
the client closet. Hello, hence client closet. Okay. Oh, that's what's up. Okay,
Yeah.
so then you can
I
use
feel
the
like
dress.
it's pretty smart.
No, that is pretty smart. Yeah,
I
that's
don't have to buy the dress.
Hello,
and-
right? You don't got to buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got you. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. Okay, so no, and then if we could just ask Joey if I can just have a blow up of that one photo, then
You let me know which one and we'll ask.
We ought to put it on the show, but I don't want to I don't want Dutch is gonna feel disrespected. Okay? Do you find a lot of competition in your field? I mean, there's a lot of people that are here, photographers. Some of y'all are really good.
Yes.
Shout out to my girl Myra Rosada, Strike Post Photography. I don't know if you know her. She's Strike Post Photography.
Oh,
She's on the come up, and she's really been doing her thing. So I want to give her a shout out. I think she takes great photos. Yeah, for sure. Her, and you, and I'm missing somebody. Of course, the people that took my photos. Anyway, let's not go there because then they're gonna get mad if I don't say their name.
Yeah,
But
they won't get mad.
but do you find yourself in a lot of competition and stuff like that, or do you think that it's more like, listen, I'm just over here.
I mean, I'm doing my thing.
You're
Like I'm
doing
just,
me,
you know,
yeah.
I'm doing me. It definitely feels oversaturated at times. Like like on those little Facebook groups. Hey, can I get a photographer? Oh, here comes along.
Oh
20,
yeah.
30,
Oh, so do you not
40.
like that?
I don't mind it because it's
Okay.
actually gotten me clients.
Good.
Like it's gotten my name out there. I feel like that's helped a lot.
Right.
It just feels like they get like the poster gets
gets
overwhelming.
It gets overwhelming. I
Mhm.
agree. Yeah. At some
And-
point, y'all just gotta delete the post. We're done.
Yeah.
Did you
They gotta turn those
I
comments
hope
off. And
I
that's
hope
it.
you found the photographer.
Yeah.
After all these
At this point, after like 100
years.
comments later, yeah, I hope you found them.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty much
Okay.
what it feels like.
Oh God, I see. Okay, but you don't find yourself in rivalry with anybody.
No,
like that.
no. I mean, I have my personal faves.
Mhm.
I don't even want to say names because then I'll
'Cause then you
forget somebody. I'll
and
forget
then they
somebody.
be getting mad. Okay, they're
Yeah, my
already
girls
mad.
will be mad, and I'm just
Yes,
like, I love
please.
you all. I swear.
But she knows. You guys know who
y'all
she's
know
talking
who
about.
y'all are.
Y'all know who
who
I'm
supports
talking
me.
about.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. there
Yeah,
you
I
go.
support them. They support me.
I got
We
you.
be trading gear or whatever. So,
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you. I think that you are doing fantastic work. I think that it's phenomenal.
you.
Like I said, I know that we praised a lot Maro and Leslie's and Joey and Jessica's photo sessions, which are just out now. But I've definitely seen your work through the at least duration of having this show, and I always thought that it was phenomenal, and I'm just so
thank
grateful that you
you.
took the time to come on the show. How do we book with you? How do we book with A Moment of Bliss?
Most of the time you can reach me out on Facebook.
Mhm.
That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, but you're not your number, girl, because
No.
they don't care. They don't care if you got pound cake over here. The guys will be sliding in the DM. I get so tired of you guys asking me, are they single? Watch the damn show, please.
Yeah.
Her husband spoke out of mic, so he's here. Anyway.
Yeah, no, Facebook's probably like the best way.
Okay, got you.
Through A Moment of Bliss Photography. Please don't go to my personal page. I
And-
love keeping
okay.
personal.
Okay, got you. Mhm.
That's been my biggest thing lately because then they do it and then I don't get a request or I don't see a request and then I miss it like a month later.
I see.
So
I got you. Yeah. So keep it all on the business page.
Mhm.
What are
And I'm
your-
on Instagram too.
Oh,
On
okay.
A Moment of Bliss photos on Instagram.
Got
So.
you. Now, what are your goals here? Like, what is next for you?
I just want to do this full time.
You just want to do
I
it.
wanna- I just
Do you
wanna
think
do
there's
it.
space to do that?
I think so. I feel it. I feel
Yeah,
it like right.
it's right there.
Yeah, I do, and I
Dak-
felt like it for about a year now.
Dakota, can she do it full time? Will you let her?
I've been telling her whenever she's ready.
Oh, okay.
I-
He
it
said
should
he'll
be
go to
such
work.
a security blanket though.
That's
That's
good.
what it is. But like,
I think we're scared to do the same. I mean, I think
Yeah.
yours is a little bit more. Well, no, that's not fair to say. But I was gonna say more secure financially, but no, it's
No,
not.
that's
Like
not fair to say.
it's not fair to say at all. So my bad. But I think we can even learn from the entrepreneurs that have been on the show.
Mhm.
They just
Yeah, they just
jump
do it.
into it.
Mhm.
That's a scary leap
Yeah,
of faith, but
it
one day we'll
is.
get there together.
Yes.
And then at least you got Dakota that'll work and take care of things. You know what I mean? And
yes.
hopefully one day I'll find the woman of my dreams and she'll work and make sure I don't have to do shit either. So,
Right.
yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. Is
Thank
there
you
anything
for
you want to leave us
having me.
with, or
No.
any shout outs? No. Yeah, she's like, all right.
No.
I got you.
Shout out to my husband. He's so supportive.
He's
I
so
will say
great.
that.
Good for you too.
Yeah.
I love that he came up here with you, like security.
He
and
didn't want
shit.
to at first, and I
He
told him,
didn't.
no, you
Okay.
have to come with
Thank
me.
you for coming and being
I
part of
thought
this.
about it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he needs
He's
to.
ready to go home. Yeah, take him out to eat.
Yeah.
Take
we
him
will.
out to eat.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Oh,
We got a
hell yeah.
babysitter, so
Okay.
yeah, we're
Yes.
good.
All right, well, thank you guys again so much for coming on. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you for coming on the Dakota. Thank you for
Yeah,
being here
thank
and
you.
supporting us. To all of you guys, if you guys need a photo session, especially you moms out there who are either pregnant, do you do newborn photos?
I don't.
You
That's
don't?
The one
Okay.
thing I don't.
Yeah.
I'll do like little lifestyle sessions, but
Sure.
yeah, not
Okay.
the like setups. And
Basically, if you're pregnant, hit up my girl. Bliss
Yeah,
photography.
Yeah. If you're pregnant or you're graduating.
If you got that, or if you want to do our photo shoots.
Yeah, that too.
Because the Joey and Jessica one was giving. Joey,
Mhm.
what's up, bro?
Mhm.
If you guys need any, please hit them up. Thank you again so much for
Thank
coming on to the
you.
show. To all of you guys, thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now we're gonna give a shout out to just a few more responses of this episode of the Public Affair. Of course, the Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor with my girl Ana Limones. You can give her a call for all party decorations, including beautiful balloon props, giving an extra flair to your party or event, making your event or party stand out amongst the rest. She also specializes in custom wooden backdrops and so much more. She is the GOAT at decorating parties, and she leaves absolutely no crumbs. Se habla español también. Booking information is on the screen. Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. You can also follow her on Facebook. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of the Public Affair. Of course, to my boy Sid Rodriguez at Elite Barbershop. Got me looking all snackish for this episode of the Public. I got this haircut this morning.
I saw that.
This morning,
He cuts my
girl.
brother's hair.
Oh, does he really?
Mhm.
Oh, give a shout out to the brother.
Daryl.
Yeah, shout out to
we
Daryl.
love you.
But it was so hard keeping my hair intact all day like this. But you know, he's always got me. Sid Rodriguez, thank you so much. Make sure you guys book with the Squire app or just walk in as well in Hewitt Drive. Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Godova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Clint Fletcher, Isai Reyes, and Sam Ceballos, making you look as snackish as I have for more than 200 and something episodes of the Public Affair to Elite Barbershop. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of the Public Affair. And of course, the J Pedal and Poke. Oh my goodness, I love J Pedal and Poke, especially after a good workout. They're healthy, you know what I mean, packed with proteins. You know, I don't feel all guilty after I eat it, you know. So if I'm not trying to be a big back, I could just go to J Pedal and Poke, because they are providing delicious savory Japanese crepes and poke bowls with handcrafted Thai rolled ice cream for dessert as well. You can download the J Pedal app or just go in and order your food however you want it. It's delicious, it's scrumptious. University Park Drive, Hewitt Drive, J Pedal and Poke. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this episode of the Public Affair, and of course, thank you guys again so much for watching this episode of the Public Affair. I've got more on the way, and don't forget to always, especially if you do a boudoir photo shoot with a moment of bliss photography, to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.